places where the map ends and the unknown begins, where shadows whisper and the truth hides in plain sight. Welcome to Agents of the Unexplained, the broadcast for those who seek what others fear to find. Here is your host, Bill Rigby.
Bill Rigby leads the way into the strange. Whispers in the static, truth inside.
Hey folks, sorry about that. I thought I did add it to this and it didn't add. So I'm still trying to get this other, there it goes. All right, here's what I'm going to talk about. The Ohio Bigfoot flat. I got a copy of the reports. And I'm sorry, there's a lot of discrepancies on the little. For some reason, it popped me off. Hey, Joe's, how you doing? Slowly. It's going slowly. But the thing is, we're still trying to figure out what's factual and what's not factual on the Bigfoot. And I don't know. It seems weird. And it doesn't seem like it's doing right. And so I don't know. But with the reports, everything was sent to Jeremiah. He's in Iowa. How come the Ohio Bigfoot, not any people in the Ohio Bigfoot community, was not notified? Jeremiah got contacted by these guys here, and they went and did the reports for him. The BFRO was never contacted. A lot of local researchers were not contacted. So I still have a hard time with this. Now, Glenn is a great researcher in that. I'm not saying he's not. I'm glad you think that, Prudence. Guess what? You're out of here. Boom. But anyhow, the thing is, what they're saying is, they're not saying these are all true. And what the one guy told me at the High Bigfoot conference was he believes the one that the lady saw out back her window, the report was very believable. I'm going to try to find it here. I can't remember what number that was. Let's see. Lake Milton area. 10 miles due south of Newton Falls, looking out the window of a home, saw something massive moving toward her pond. It didn't seem like a deer 200 feet away. 30-second sighting, dark reddish brown, rust color, 6 to 7 foot tall with huge, big, fat, round, muscular arms leaning forward as it ran, moved with incredible speed, ducked into a heavy underbrush, and vanished into the woods. She lived there a long time, seen bear and deer. This was neither. The thing is, I got a shirt that says it's just a bear. So yeah, she's lived there a long time. She knows what a bear looks like, a deer looks like, and it was bipedal. So this older lady was very convincing. Um, uh, let's see. I'm trying. The Hive Squatch Project, who is doing the investigating, Glenn Atkins, 35 years. He's a protege of renowned Bigfoot Robert P. Morgan. So he knows what he's doing. Robert Morgan was great. Yes, I did. And you get them all the time, Josie. So that's the thing. Glenn's going in and doing the research with his crew. So I'm not saying none of these are true or they're all true, because no one can really prove one way or the other. Here's another one on March 9th at 6 p.m. in Wyndham area, approximately 4 miles southeast of Wyndham. A female retiree non-believer spots a dark figure out the living room window. I know what I saw, but I don't know what I saw. About 100 feet away. Ran from the right to left through a small clearing at the edge of the cornfield and wood line. Guessing 6 foot tall, dark brown, sprinted out of view. Strange running gait. Too long for a normal person running. 6 seconds right to left, and it turned into a thicker, brushed out of sight. Okay. Would you like to be a mod, Josie? I'll definitely make you a mod. Hey, Johnny. But anyhow, I'll make you a mod as soon as the show's over, Josie. I definitely appreciate it. But the thing is that there 6 seconds. I'm seeing it running. And it sprinted pretty fast. Strong, strange running gait. That sounds right. Too long of a gait for a normal person running. And this person did not know what she saw. Sure, Tatiana. There, how you doing? So, the thing is, but that sighting that came in, and the Ohio Squatch Project got the call on it. Arriving at this sighting, process 30 minutes after the sighting. So, this lady called Jeremiah right away, or right after the report. Hey, Val. All right. Byron called to tell us about it as we were en route to Garrettsville to check out a couple of the locations. Glenn interviewed the witnesses while Jeff, Mike, and Eliza investigated the site looking for tracks. We scoured the site for at least an hour. The substrate was surprisingly hard for the recent rains. None were found. We interviewed the subject again a week later with an interested podcaster with her approval, of course. The interview was precise, identical to the interview we had, with some additional details after adrenaline wanes and you have time to think. Very credible. Yes, I agree, Josie. It is of that time of year because, especially around here too. Um, the thing is, it's they are moving. They are foraging. Yes, Val, the Ohio sightings. Um, I still got problems with them. I'm not saying they're not true, Val. Okay. Um, I, some could be misidentification. The lady that was looking out her window that saw the one I was talking about a little bit before, she had bears in her yard. She's had deers in her yard. She knows what they look like, and this thing was bipedal. So I'm giving her credence. The part I'm having a problem with this last one I was reading was 30 minutes after the sighting. Jeremiah's calling them. That's my problem with that. Okay. This other one, this one's a good one here. At 3926 at 11:47 a.m., approximately 2 miles west, trail outside of Garrettsville. Two people hiking 15-second encounter 30 feet away, 10 foot tall, dark black hair, broad shoulders, ground shook as it walked. When it turned to look, it rotated at the hips and did not turn the head. Long, weird, stilt-like gait, a heavy, musky smell hit them, and it let out a heavy grunt and disappeared in deep brush. Johnny, I said that from the beginning. But let's say all these ones were true. Okay? Let's just say true Class A sightings. That time of year, they are just now foraging, getting up, moving around. That's a guesstimate height, Val. It could have been 8 foot tall, which is normal for this area. Between 7 and 8 foot. Yeah. You see something tall like that, you're going to guess the height. Now, here's the thing. A lot of the places did not have tracks, which is fine. Sparky and I went over that way, the Manitoba area, and the ground was real solid. And I mean real solid. It was cold. The pivot of the, I think they're going like, it turned like Patsy did. On the P&G film. Patty turned, she actually turned at the hips and went like this and looked. She didn't turn her head, per se. And I think that's what they were going with, that type of movement. The thing is, all these reports went to Iowa. And that's where I'm still having a problem. There's great researchers in that area. Already did. No more shout outs. Unless you got a question, you ain't getting a shout out. why do they all go out to Iowa? Because he made that one thing and everyone jumped on the bandwagon to call him. No, I'm sorry. And that's the thing. I am sorry. Yeah, I'm not buying into that one. I can't. I know several great researchers in that area, including the Ohio Squatch Project. He is good. Why didn't he get a call? Yeah, it is fishy. And that's why it's called the flap. And I got to agree with Mark DeWorth. The BFRO should have been contacted too by one or two of these people. Because those are one of the well-known researchers. BFRO's number one, Sparky. BFRO's number one. And these handouts they gave us at OBC, very limited. Thank you, Tatiana. I love my hat too. But the thing is, when they release the reports, they are well known. They're very honest that when they release the reports, they ain't giving you BS when they release it. Some of the stuff they don't release, which I can understand for some parts of it, but come on. Yeah. You feel a lot. Yeah, Johnny. Breaking the reports for he's from Iowa. That's fine. He might have got the first one, but not 8 of them. Hell, I don't know. They don't. It's not adding up. Sparky, when I see you again, I'm going to give you this paper. Then you give me your rundown on it, because I got to bet the older lady that lived on that property for years and years and years, I'm finding her pretty credible. A few of them are very credible. His page was the first one that came up. Okay. When I did it, BFRO was the first one. So the algorithm is doing its thing. Basically, Spark. So that's probably what happened. I'll give it that. And yeah, in this area, yeah, with him reporting it all, yeah. But when I did it, BFRO was number one. And I can understand that too. But non-believers, yeah, jump on the first one. You know, Now, in the first one in the Manitoba Center, a group from local research groups spotted a 9-foot tall brown bipedal subject approximately 120 yards away. Subject seemed to immediately sense it was being observed and casually walked away. That is on March 6th. March 7th at 8 minutes to 11 at night, approximately 6 miles away from Manitoba. Hiker on the trail noticed woods go quiet. He can hear heavy footsteps are too loud and too far apart. Walks out onto a trail 8 to 9 foot tall. Dark brown hair, long arms, looked directly at him and let out a deep echoing grunt that vibrated through the trees, fading to complete silence. It doesn't say exactly how far away it was from him. And so then on the 9th, approximately 8 miles east, hiking woods around Garrettsville, came face to face with an 8-foot Sasquatch, dark black, sees it and runs away. Sparky, I'm not going to argue that. No, Jeremiah is not looking for his 15 minutes of fame. That's for sure. Jeremiah is a well-known podcaster. He's a well-known guy doing the Bigfoot mapping. So I'm not going to say he's bad or he's just trying to get famous, because I did my research on him. Like 2 mile west, trail outside Garrettsville, 2 people hiking, 15-second encounter, 30 feet away, 10 foot tall, dark black hair, broad shoulders, ground shook as it walked. When it turned to look and rotated at the hips and did not turn its head. Okay, did that. 30 feet away, and the ground shook as it walked. Now, my sighting was 15 feet away, and I start running backwards, and it turned and walked the other way. It was only 7 foot tall. I didn't feel the ground shaking, but I was running backwards. So I can't say anything on that one, because I was running backwards. That's guaranteed. Okay, so, and you're right, Josie. Any hunter or woods person knows you don't run from a predator. There was that one 30 mile west from Newton Falls. Witness and a daughter on Route 303 between Streetsboro and Hudson at Tinker Creek got within feet of a Bigfoot in the car. 6.5 foot lean brown, 6.5 foot lean brown Bigfoot appeared in their lane walking into traffic. They swerved, but the daughter could have reached out the window and touched it. Blurred face with no visible eyes, lighter hair around the facial features, tall, not bulky, extremely long arms, long, strange, stilt-like walk. Checked rear view, and the creature disappeared in the swampy area of Tinker's Creek, unaware of any previous activity in the area, not a Bigfoot person. Now, no, Josie, I didn't. I ran backwards. I kept my eye on it. Because when I stood up, it stood up, and that's when I knew I was either fight or flight, and the flight took in. And I was looking for it, and it scared me that bad. Now, on March 10th at 10:30 in the morning, Lake Milton, 10 miles due south of Newton Falls, looking out the window of a home, saw something massive moving toward her pond. It didn't seem like a deer, 200 feet away. 30-second sightings, dark reddish brown, rust color, 6 to 7 foot tall, with huge, big, fat, round, muscular arms. Blue Tracker, how you doing, brother? Um, okay. It was leaning forward as it was running and ducked into heavy underbrush and vanished into the woods. How far forward was it leaning when it was running? Uh, that's been one of my questions. You know, that's, I don't know. The car incident, I'm trying to figure out, why would the face be blurry and not the rest of it? You ran from a dog, but you lived to talk about it. That's the difference, Josie. Um, see, there's that one. We need more information. And that wasn't being picture taken. You're looking at it, and you're that close. It's not autofocus. You focus almost immediately. If the face is blurry, this should be blurry too. You're that close. I can be wrong. Or maybe their mind just said, hey, boom, this. You know, the reality of it, the shock of it. I asked too about my saying why I didn't hear it walking away. Your senses start shutting things down. There, that, you know, so that could be that. Really blue. Okay. But I have, my problem is that the blurriness of the face. Unless it's their own mind tracker, you know, they, I cannot say they were, none of these were false sightings. I cannot say that. Um, a lot of the areas they were seeing, the ground was hard, so there was no real footprints. Um, Sparky, what do you think? Could it have been the mind kind of covering it up? So I don't know. But, but like Blue Tracker said, you know, Tinker Creek near 303 is known to have them out there. So, uh, mm, Uh, Josie, yeah, believe me, I can tell you exactly what my Bigfoot looked like too, along with what your dog man looked like 40 years ago. But people's mind plays tricks on them. And I'm just wondering if that's what happened to this lady. Did not say the daughter talked about it either to help bring that story together more so we can understand it better. Yeah. Uh, Wait, autofocus camera. Yeah, that could be. Parts will be in focus, parts be out of focus. Yeah, I can go along with that one too. It, but I still believe we need to hear from the daughter. She might be too scared to talk about it. Yeah, protective blocking to deal with trauma. You're right. You're right, Josie. That's where I was going at with this. I couldn't. I couldn't think of the right words. Um, the thing is that they need the daughter to be involved in this and in this conversation, unless she's too scared to talk about it. And I'll give her that. I will give her that. Um, Believe me, I almost wasn't able to talk about my sighting, and that's crazy. The way your mind works with trauma like that, and the shock and awe. The shock of seeing that is what got me, and what really got me was the paranoia I had and the fear. Because I never had fear. Startled many a times. I got startled. Fear, I still went for it. But that I was so. Yeah, uh, you're right, Sparky. She might not because of her friends. Um, like these people, there's no names given on the reports, which is fine. Yeah. And that's the thing. Uh, I don't know if it's afraid of being teased by her friends or the fear of speaking out. It could be any of it. Hey, Griff, it could be any of it. And I do believe once she comes to realization she can talk about it, the better off she will be with dealing with it. And that I will go with. Um, that's the thing. We just don't know. And with all these sightings and hardly any evidence to back them up, and that's all it's going to be is a flap, a Bigfoot flap. There's not enough in depth on the reports. Not that they've released. I bet they got more detailed reports when those guys went to investigate. This is just a little bit of what they came up with. But that's not enough to convince people that it's not just a bunch of BS to a certain group. Like I said, I'm not saying any of these are false. I won't say that. I wasn't there. I didn't take the reports. I didn't see how these people were acting, how they were saying everything. Yes, it will mess with your reality, Josie, big time. And it's just seeing something that's not supposed to be real. And that's been embedded in all of us for years, and years. And that's what a lot of the cryptids and the paranormal end of it, everything. We were not supposed to have these things out here. UFOs were a figment of our imagination and in the movies. Bigfoot's not supposed to be out there. And for us in the eastern United States, they're out in the Pacific Northwest and up in Canada. Now you got sightings all over the United States. So, I can understand why this girl don't want to say something, because it's not supposed to be real. And it didn't say how old she really was and how traumatized she really was. So, we had a ghost in our old house down on the other side of Newcastle, Pennsylvania. So, yeah, I grew up with ghosts. Excuse me, I'm a little tired. Been up running all day. The thing is, what is real and what's not? Okay. Death Griff. I'm going with that. Look at it this way. In the world where churches or whatever teaches us to believe in what we can't be seen, also tell us that ghosts aren't real. But the Bible speaks of spirits. Confusing, ain't it? They do breed confusion. Josie, I bet she is questioning that right now. Her life has to have been turned upside down, because I know it did it to me. And hundreds of other ones too. But life got to go on. Life got to be not complicated, but it is. And unfortunately, we're taught that believe stuff that's not supposed to be there. And all of a sudden it's there, which I always did believe. I just didn't realize they were this close. Then when I start researching and finding different evidence, and I really wanted to see one. I really wanted DNA. I really wanted to figure this thing out. Well, I saw one. I don't give a shit about DNA. And I really want to know what's going on there with them. And I know they want left alone, but they want to watch us. They do watch us. They from afar. Sometimes not that far, but from afar. They don't want to come and sit down next to us and sit around a campfire and BS. That ain't going to happen. Yes, there's a lot more acceptance with that now, with the paranormal and cryptids. The internet helped bring Bigfoot into the mainstream. I've been saying that for a few years now. And it's more mainstream now than ever, more commercialized than ever. And the Mothman's getting really commercialized. Aliens are commercialized. I can't say none because when I go to events, I got these stuff that I sell that's Bigfoot and paranormal and all that. Yeah, it's Sparky. I want to believe too. Uh, how Bigfoot pop is that a X-Files? Yeah, I agree with your feelings on that. Because do we really know? No. The only ones that know is there. Like with my sighting, Mike Bennett, Debbie Preggy, and myself. Debbie didn't see it. She was too scared looking to the left. Because something was throwing stones up at us. Mike saw it as it was running away from us. Well, walking away, actually. I was running. To me, it looked like it was running because it moved quicker than I did. But then again, it got a longer stride than me. But what just I'm putting that up. I gotta put that up. But was it a Mothman? Oh, excuse me for yawning, folks. I've been up since 3:30 this morning. Sorry about that. That is. I feel for you, Josie. I really do. Um, wow. I'm just picturing that in my head. My man, Sir Nighthawk. You're right, Sparky. It ain't. I did the Griff. I don't know. Busy as ever, Bill. I'm telling you, sir, busy as hell. Helping two friends with their jobs, packing stuff up, getting things to move. Busy. Wow, Josie. That is just crazy. Wow. That's a hell of an experience. Hell of an experience. Was it trying to carry you off or what? That's ooh, that gave me a little chills up my back. And drag you into the bog. Ooh, that's even worse yet. That is so wrong, William. Under tornado watch there. They can't get rid of them with the cancer, but they sure in hell trying with a tornado now. Oh my God. William, just be careful, brother. Please be careful. So everyone knows there will not be a podcast next week. I got a lot of stuff to get done, and packing and sorting and more packing. And Josie, Sparky says you're very lucky that it didn't drag you into the pond. Thank goodness your sister was there to help you. Wow. Oh, quit my damn yawning. I'm not going to bed early either. Yeah, she did. Yes, she did. Good thing your sister loved you. uh, yeah, so actually, in wait a minute, let me look at this. Yeah, there won't be one next week. No podcast. And the next 2 weeks, there will be. The 3rd and the 10th of June, there will be. I will be out of the town with family and church from the 11th to the 14th. So, there locally, a car dealership is claiming that a bipedal bear turned a vehicle onto its side. Okay, William. All right. Oh, my. I love it. I love it. Oh, geez, oh, man. Huh. Did they show the footage? Huh. Like, no, they got shared the footage of it. Then we'll buy into it. Oh, and by the way, folks, I'm really not tech savvy and all. So I decided I got to get a little better technology wise for when I'm at events and stuff. So I got myself one of these. It's a card reader. That's right. That's right. A week after my bath. I'm so sorry, Josie. I did forget that. I apologize. Oh, man. I am sorry. Uh, but yeah, I'm going back on this. So I went with this. I got it all set up. I had a big yard sale. You should help them out, William. Um, so I got this thing all set up last night and today, and a guy came to see if I had any tools left from the yard sale. Okay, I'm going to have to look at it. I haven't got any really into my messenger other than sending things to Sparky and a couple other people. You know how those reels are. uh, but so he asked what a couple of prices of other things. He said, I'm going to have to run to the bank and get some money out. I'm like, you got a card? He goes, yeah. I says, I got a card reader. I just got it. Ran in the house, grabbed it. Dude spent a little chunk of change today since he could just use his card. Quick thinking made me money. More money because he probably wouldn't have taken out enough. All right, let's get back to what William's saying. They are wanting help to see what it was. Apparently, they posted it recently. All right, so I'm going to have to check that out. Yes, I've been laxadoodle on a lot of the spaghetti. A new Italian place just opened up here, and it's an upper end Italian place. Yep, more money bill. um, but yeah, this spaghetti place, I read the menu was posted with the price. With a salad and spaghetti and a meatball, $30. $30 freaking dollars. Spaghetti's one of the cheapest meals you can make. Won't see me there either, Sparky, unless you're buying. And that's a shame that you're allergic to wheat, Joseph. Wow. Sparky, you got to take me there and buy me a spaghetti dinner. I know that's a joke. Won't see neither one of us there. $30 freaking dollars. I'm in the wrong profession. We'll say it's gourmet spaghetti. Unfortunately, that's bad, William. I know. Rotting my brain. You think, Sparky? I'm going to start drinking water from the Shenango River. And then we'll see what kind of brain rot or cancer I get. And what got me, below the landfill and above Westinghouse, a dogman was sighted. I hope he didn't drink the water. Carla, yeah, that's what you were saying the other night. Just go an extra arm and eye. Well, don't do it, hon. Definitely don't do it. Good night, Val. You have a great evening. Be safe, and we'll talk to you soon. One question for everyone, though. Okay. Daniel Benoit. Do you know Johnny Tucker, William? Or Les Odell? If Daniel ain't going to do it, try contacting those two. Um, I'll have them get a hold of you. I'll have them get a hold of you. Yeah, talk to Les then. See about Les get involved with it. That's one man I truly trust. His judgment and everything. Same with Johnny Tucker. Johnny's a good dude, too. He's down in the Medocs area, though. Trying to think who else I know down that way. I can't think of the top of my head. Now, if you can't get Daniel, get a hold of Les. I'll get Johnny to get in contact with you, too. Right, this way, have more than one. You might be able to get someone in there. I did not know John Nicely was local to you. And I forgot about Dave Lester. Interesting. Very interesting. When I get off here, I'm going to go add Josie as my mod for this, and then I'm going to check it out. Oh, that's right. His campouts now. It's that time. Yep. I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. Shit. Yeah, my brain's going every which way. And I had to apologize to a couple of people this morning because of that. I was overwhelmed. Yeah. You think Daniel pissed off the Bigfoot. Oh, I didn't say that. But anyhow, oh, why you lying, Sparky? You drank Mountain Dew. Oh, you mean are the planes looking for the Bigfoot, or are they tracking them, or is it because we're at war? So you got me confused. Awesome. No, Dylan, we had to cancel it. Because I couldn't get enough work done on it. My health was running down. I was taking care of my wife. And so we're going to try to do it next year. And I apologize, but my health, my wife's health at the time was more important. Uh, Brian, Swiss cheese memory? Oh, some of the stuff you come up with, brother. It can't be Swiss cheese. For manga. No. Oh, geez. Glad you're out there, Brian. Um, but yeah. Oh, geez. Um, how far is that back? No, to the tracks, the wood line by the tracks. Well, thank you, Dylan. We appreciate it. We need it. Um, okay. Mm. Yeah, you were saying that the last time, Josie. I'd like to see that. Yeah, that's a big ass print. That's scary. 18 inches. Imagine how big that creature is. Wow. That would have to go a good 10 foot. A good 10 foot. Crazy. So your wife ticked off the Bigfoot, not Daniel Benoit. Sorry, William, I had to say it. Uh, Believe me, I've been busy too, Josie. I understand, huh? Just don't apologize. We all been busy. Um, so that dealership's 4 miles south of you. Could be the same one, could be a different one. It's hard to say. Hey, I'm yawning some more. I shouldn't be yawning. Um, I'm still possibility, William, for it to flip a car. Might have been one that was kicked out of the tribe. Might have got aggressive with the alpha uh, and got shoved out of the group. Said, "You're on your own. Get out." And it was angry. That's a hypothetical thing there. That something we always wonder. What makes them aggressive like that when they're by themselves. Oh, no doubt. At any age, they're brutally strong. You know, young teenage ones. Look how they twist and snap branches that we believe they do. Uh, that's all interesting. Uh, why did it flip that car? There's another thing I want to try to figure out why it does stuff like that. I know Saturday during my yard sale, this car come driving up by. I'm sitting on the steps talking to a couple people that came, and this lady stopped and had a guy in the car with it. Says, "You're the Bigfoot guy." One of them. Yeah, I really believe in him. He wants to shoot one. I said, "Nope." He says, "Yeah, this way I can prove that they're here." I says, "Nope, dude, you do not want to shoot one, number one. And number two, we already know they're here. All us eyewitnesses know they're here, even though people don't want to believe." Well, I still want to. I says, "Well, you'll never go out researching with me because you won't make it back. No, no killing of a Bigfoot. I do not believe in it." So, I agree with her. I totally agree with her. Yeah. Yeah. That I understand, William. Black bears trying to get in to find food and whatever else they can get their teeth sunk into. Wow. All right, William. How did you have them at the back porch? Over 300 pounds? Yeah. You had to have hands. Um, three. I can't even see a big black bear grabbing that and picking up and carrying it with its mouth. Um, that's crazy, William. Crazy. Wow. Yeah, I seen a reel where about a 250, 300-pound black bear went over a 6-foot high privacy fence, and a chihuahua chased it back over the fence. I seen the reel, and it wasn't AI. The high pitch up and got to that poor bear. It was crazy. Yeah. So I believe they can climb over your barricade, but it is a deterrent. You saw that too? Okay. Yeah. But to pick it up and move that barricade, unreal. That is awesome. It was awesome. My Aunt Juanita, my Uncle Ron's wife, her dad was chief of the Seneca tribe. That was crazy. Yes, it's like, wow, she's an Indian. As a kid, man, that was just, we loved it. We loved it. Well, yeah, yeah, I knew you did that, William. And it probably did take a shining to you. I probably wanted some snacks, buddy. Feed me more. Oh, that's Seymour. But anyhow, folks, it's 8:15. I need to get some other work done. I need to, Josie, I'm going to add you as the mod here when I get done here. William, then I'm going to read that, what you sent me on that dealership. Now I got to go downstairs and get some work done. I believe it's still pretty dominant all over the U.S. Enjoy your campfire. It's cold and rainy here tonight. So stay warm, stay safe. Enjoy your campfire, William. The rest of you, be careful. No trouble tonight. Love you all. Take care.
This has been the Agents of the Unexplained Paranormal Podcast. Please like, follow, and share on all social media. And remember, the truth is out there.
Bill Rigby leads the way into the strange.